guys, welcome back to the Hairdryer treatment with me, Keyshenn, Kumar, and once again Bharatth, who was just here on Sunday covering the Liverpool Fulham game. I will get to that in just a bit. Both Liverpool fans have very sullen expressions upon their face.
Wait. Someone is back from
sorry. Like I
from the
skimmed over it,
slums.
but Liverpool Xiao is back from the slums of Merseyside. His VAR rant and
Appeal.
protest seems to have worked in Liverpool's favour. So we'll get to that in a bit as well. But obviously, today we're going to cover the big game first, and the big game being Liverpool against Spurs. It's at Anfield, right?
Yeah, top of the table clash.
Top of the table clash. That's why the video's title is King of the Hill. So whoever wins this game is going to go to the summit for now, anyway. And and we got two Liverpool fans because obviously Spurs fans are. I have no words for Spurs fans.
Pussyo! That's all I have to say.
To be honest, I'm quite tired of finding Spurs fans as well. But you know what? Let's just get on with it. Kumar, you're back.
Alright.
How's your trip to Merseyside?
Very, very good.
But I heard they were wearing Atletico Madrid jersey.
Yeah, I think it was just a day that
Who was it that caught you?
you like. I mean, I definitely had a feeling that someone was watching me from the back. I never expected it was you. Yeah, but this shows that you always have to keep your eyes open.
Exactly. You never walk alone. I was holding you behind only.
That's right.
So yeah, Liverpool game. Liverpool against Spurs. You're coming off a very disappointing draw against Fulham. But what do you think?
Actually, wait.
What's going through your mind?
No, you haven't watched the game, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually
Maybe
watch
we
it,
should
but
get-
I did read some stuff online, and like I can pick off like what exactly actually happened throughout the game. So
Let him go. Then I
Yeah.
can.
Then after that,
Then you
I
can
think
verify
Bara-
his,
I think
Verify.
Bara can actually add on a lot to the game. But I think Liverpool. I mean, Fulham was starting to come into a good shape. I think the last few games, like we can see that they are.
no, but they're horrendous against Man City though.
Yeah, but you can see that they are like they have the idea. They have the players. If you realize that Scott Barker changed the system where he doesn't play with the Mitrovic up front, so they are going with more like agile players.
Very
up
flexible
front.
front.
Yeah, so actually that actually affects a few teams, especially a team like Liverpool, who like to keep the possession and all, and they are quite wary of all those kind of speed players that goes behind them. And now our defense is quite fragile at the moment.
You guys lost Matip, right?
Yeah, is Matip out actually?
Back spasm. I think should be
So
fine.
Should be fine,
So
actually.
that explains. I mean, you see, we lost Van Dijk. We don't have Gomez. Alisson, thank God he came back right for this game. And I heard
Alexander
that-
Arnold's back as well.
Yeah, I think he played the game. Also.
Game of.
So we,
Ex-
He
yeah.
got reprimanded by
By Klopp.
Klopp when he was coming off because he didn't give. Usually you shake your hand of your sub.
yeah.
He just walked
He
past
just
the sub.
walked
Okay, anyway, actually, Bara, before you go to yours, right? I want to bring up. I think if I'm not wrong, Liverpool draw the last four away results, right?
away results.
It's like the away form something you should be concerned about
I would use the word concern about.
because at home y'all are like stunning,
because you see, the thing is,
y'all
the league
wipe
is very
anyone.
different now.
Yeah.
Champions League games are like every other week. It is not like how it was last season or the previous seasons where there's a bit more time.
Yeah,
And at home we're always going to win.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I won't say it's a bad thing. I just think that we need to back up, but we will eventually, now that there is no Champions League and there is more time for the players to rest and get back. I mean, traveling is always harder
Yeah,
than
definitely.
playing at home, so I think we should like get it okay after a while, but not concerned. Just points that can be taken, not being taken.
Yeah,
like Everton, 2-2, we should have got the 3 points.
The
today,
3 points,
so
I
it's
agree,
not
yeah.
something I'm worried about. We're just unlucky here and there.
But like the games against like Brighton, I think there's one more game you guys draw away, right? I can't remember what it is. I think it might be a City result,
City
Yeah, it was
1-1,
City.
Brighton 1-1, and
which is the last one.
Everton 2-2. Yeah.
Then
And
the last one,
Fulham.
Fulham 1-1.
Yeah.
I think the common trend here is that Liverpool is conceding much more than last season, and for obvious reasons as well. Obviously, your best defender is out. But yeah, Spurs as well. They dropped points against Crystal Palace that day. I think I was very disappointed with the way they played. In terms of the first half, once they got that very lucky goal, I would say it's lucky because it was a good shot because it swerved, but Guaita could have done better. But after that goal, I felt like they didn't offer anything. until Crystal Palace equalised. They were just sitting back, typical Mourinho style of play.
Yeah.
I've seen that at United 1,000 times when he was
You get a one goal lead and then you just
one goal
defend,
lead,
right?
you set it up and then you concede a late
I mean,
one.
that's what he did against Arsenal. He had a 2-0 goal.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
they
he
set back,
back.
right? Yeah.
They didn't do anything in the second half.
I mean, even for that game, I think that's fair enough. You got 2 goals, you got a 2-goal cushion.
Yeah.
You are entitled to sit back.
Yeah, and he knows that Arsenal cannot really trouble them.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But
why
Crystal
play?
Palace
Yeah.
is not Arsenal.
It's
Crystal
not.
Palace can be argued is much better than Arsenal now.
Yeah.
In terms of their players, they got Zaha. The Eze guy is doing very well at Crystal Palace. So I found it quite baffling that they set back. Do you think that Spurs will go for Liverpool's throat, or do you think it's going to be more of a sitting back, park the bus?
I think Jose is going to go for a bit more pragmatic approach.
So
Go for the draw?
Like the one he had against Chelsea. You mean the approach, is it? Where he set back?
He knows very well what happens at Anfield, and he knows how Liverpool actually plays. So he has faced them many times in his years that he's played against them. So he knows how to approach them, but he's also cautious. So he'll definitely set up the team where they will sit back and just wait for the counter attack. And you can see Harry Kane like dropping much more deeper, trying to
To hold the ball
hassle
and-
the
yeah.
Liverpool midfield and just get the likes of Son and maybe Bergwijn, all these kind of players to go on the counter and so he will be aware of that the back line of Liverpool is not as good as it was with Van Dijk and the other players.
Right.
Let me just bring in some stats for this fixture in the last couple of years. Liverpool have just lost 1 of their last 15 games against Tottenham. They've won 10 and drawn 4. Tottenham in their last have just won, like I said, 1 of their last 26 Premier League away games against Liverpool. But they've always just lost by 1 goal in their last 4 appearances. Again, last 4 games against Liverpool, they've been losing, I think, 3-2-1s and 1-0 result. So it's a very tight game. Back in the last few seasons, I think Spurs have made a level step up in terms of their performance. So could you see that as a potential troubling fact?
I mean,
I know
given,
it's Anfield. I know Liverpool have that thing going for them at Anfield. But do you think that Mourinho can one up these results because he's got like good core players now, like Højbjerg and everything in the team? Can they actually get something out of this game? Or are you very confident
But-
that Liverpool's Anfield form will see them through and get a win?
but also take in mind that they have beaten like every Big Six team they have faced so far, except for Chelsea, which was a draw.
Actually, it's very hard to say this game is because both are right now sharing the points at the top. So definitely Klopp will identify that as a factor that how he wants to set his team up, and he knows that the fans coming back is actually
It's a
Klopp
bonus.
always relies on a
Fans.
lot of emotional factors
Okay.
when it comes to football. Actually, we clearly have seen it in the past. He always says the fans are always the one that can drag the team over the line and stuff. So once again, no matter what kind of team that Jose brings over to Anfield this midweek, I still think that Klopp will always have this slight edge
The
over
12th man, like.
yeah, some kind of slight edge over him and over Spurs, in fact, lah. So, but I don't I think it will be a tight game, like how it is in the past, like those 2-1 results and all. But yeah, I mean, basically, whenever that they play Liverpool as the underdogs in any game, Liverpool always come out on top, lah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because you all have the Anfield effect. Like any team that I've seen this season that goes there, right, who's playing with form, they just forget to play. That kind of thing.
You can look at
the likes of Wolves,
games,
Leicester,
that's
they.
a very good example. Leicester as well.
Yeah.
Spurs, honestly, when I used to watch like all these sorts of football, like the week before the game, I will think maybe they can do something. When we play them,
They bottle.
2-0, 3-0 games. But over the last few years, yes, they have become better. I mean, Champions League final with us, and Mourinho's team is good. I would dare to say that Spurs are currently the second best team in England now. Just saying that Liverpool are still there with all the injuries. You give me a full team, we will be better than Spurs for sure. So a point for Spurs would be a good result. If they can make a win,
That'd be catastrophic.
that would
actually,
be that
for
would be
Liverpool,
amazing for him, because he knows the one team
He has to beat.
He has to beat is Liverpool, and that's the hardest team to beat now.
Yeah.
You
Correct.
know?
And Anfield some more,
And
right?
Anfield somewhere, because he done City. He did City, he did Arsenal, he did Chelsea.
He did
announced
United, everyone, yeah.
So it's only Liverpool, and he knows that it's the hardest game he will have to play, even with this Liverpool team at this half-strength squad. He will go for a point at least, and he will try and get 3 if he can at any point of time in the game. Because you see, like what he said, Kane comes down very deep, so they add a man in the middle to fuck the
to win the ball and all that. Yeah.
Then they got Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, Son on the flanks. He gives the ball there, and he's making the run into the box. And then there are like 4 players racing to the box. So he can do that with Liverpool, but it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
We will not let you be so free. And,
right. Okay.
You know, so it will be a good result for if they can get a point. But like what he said, pragmatic. He will not let Spurs get beaten.
Would Klopp think a point is a good result for him, given that
point,
his current
at this point,
squad?
A point will be a good result, even though it's at Anfield, because we are really fucked. It's funny. Now it's just funny.
Yeah, I mean, because like after this game, I think you guys have winnable fixtures, right?
There is a run.
There's a run of games.
There is a run. I screenshotted it the other day and sent to my
So
friend.
after Spurs, who you guys are playing?
We have Palace, West Brom, Newcastle, Southampton, and Burnley until Jan 16. Then we play United. So
you all actually have a decent run after the Spurs game.
I won 15 points. Then
Which
we
is
can take a point
at Spurs.
And we can even take a point at United.
You can take 3
United. Don't know how the situation, how many more people injured. But it's still the biggest game of the calendar, so United always put in a fight, you know.
And also we lost Jota for 2 months.
Yeah,
so that's
2 months.
A very big factor.
6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, so
he might be back around the time for United.
yeah, for United.
Actually, no, he won't be back. 6 to 8 weeks.
Not yet.
He will still
Maybe
be.
just get
just-
gym work,
round
training
of
and
16 Champions League might be his relative
But
return.
getting back Oxlade champion is a big
It's a big
But he's training, right? He's not
He's
like.
in the team. He's in the team.
Oh,
He's in the
okay.
team yesterday.
So so I think that's a good like addition to your team.
Yeah, he brings more energy to the midfield and all. But I think that this game against Spurs, I usually say that the game will be won in the midfield. But this time around, I think the game will be won in the attack lah. Because if you realise, it's really Liverpool's attack which is not that level yet. When the 3 of them, the front 3 always click. Whereas Spurs, all their front 3 players are clicking at the moment.
The front 2 lah. Like the other one is always there.
The other one is like just the guy who feeds off the attack. So the game will be actually won based on whose attack is sharper.
More clinical lah during the game. Yeah.
Because
we know the midfield is going to get they're going to just cancel each other.
Yeah, definitely.
You see, Liverpool are not conceding a lot of goals, but the thing is they're not scoring a lot now.
Yeah.
You see, you asked me just now, the last 4 away games, actually Fulham was poor. Brighton was 90 plus 3 minute penalty, VR penalty, which was very soft. City 1-1, I'll take it.
Okay.
And
Everton you all should have won.
Yeah, you see. So is it concerning? No, I'm more concerned about VR fucking the form here, you know.
So Kumar, I think it's time for you to go back.
If there's a need, I will definitely take my right back.
I'm starting to believe like people are really going to think he went to Merseyside.
They should believe.
No guys, I didn't go to Merseyside. I went to Sembawang.
Anyway, I think it's time we go into the starting 11 for
We'll just get Liverpool's one.
Don't even know who's.
Based on I'm going to let both of you guys talk about this. Both of you guys come up with one lineup.
Yeah, one lineup.
So just obviously the goalkeeper we're going to go with Alisson, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer.
No, I think y'all should it
will be standard because there's nobody, so whoever can play will play. Arnold will play.
Alisson is definitely there.
Yeah.
So the right back is going to be Arnold.
Robbo.
The flank.
Fabinho will play.
Yeah.
Matip with his feet, which I think he will be.
Back spasm usually how long are they out?
I think like
less than a week
and they took him off early. Half time already they took him off. They never push. Then.
But I maybe think if that's the case, right, then
Hendo can drop, right?
No, I think Fabinho and Ned Phillips might actually start.
Ned
Possible.
To counter the Kane's physical
side. Yeah.
Then Henderson.
Midfield will be Henderson.
Wijnaldum.
And I think there's a chance for Oxlade.
But I think Jones will play.
Oxlade is back?
He's back.
He's back. But is it too soon for him to start?
I think Jones will play because he had a good game against Fulham.
I think Jones has been one of the revelations for Liverpool this season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He made the step up.
Yeah. He will play for Liverpool for a while, you know. I don't see his career going down now.
He's not like a first teamer, but he's
But
the person you can rely on.
Player.
He's what, 19?
No, but the way he plays, right, I think he actually can.
He's like a proper.
Like Bharatth said,
if we lose half our midfield, I would rely on Curtis Jones.
Like Bharatth said, he was one of the best players against in the Fulham game. He was on the ball a lot.
Yeah.
He was trying to make things happen.
Should have scored that wonder goal.
I think Champions League.
Oh, the keeper saved, right? Yeah.
Keeper saved.
So
Ariela was fantastic in the game.
Oh,
He made so many good saves.
So
that's your midfield?
Wijnaldum and Henderson will be the midfield.
And your front three?
Front three is always
The
Mane
same.
and Salah, I guess.
Has to be lah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's your best.
Jota out, so there isn't much that we can do. But I think I'm a bit glad that they can actually revert back to the 4-3-3, the classic way of playing. So, so we'll see.
Judging from that lineup, just something that just popped into my head was the height of that team. It's not a very tall team.
Which team?
That's why we couldn't fucking score against Fulham, because they keep
have
putting
massive
crosses.
players.
Yeah, they're putting crosses and nobody in the team can hit the ball. There is no Virgil, there is no Gomez,
exactly.
no Marti. Then cross for what? So stupid. Arnold just want to show off only. That's why I think he come out.
Yeah, he was poor.
Yeah,
he was
just
very poor that game.
I'm the fucking David Beckham regen and just keep crossing the ball. Then Nico Williams come in also do the same fucking thing. Retarded.
Yeah, no, they should stop doing that. And I think Arnold is better than that lah. So I think Klopp will probably put a word into his ear. Just the season guys going into.
I mean, he just came back.
If you want to whip a cross, just whip a low one, like a low hard one, which is he's famous for doing that.
Yeah.
So you can just keep doing that as a tactic.
Yeah. I think we'll come to the predictions at the end.
Yeah.
I think for Spurs, we don't even need to discuss the lineup
Because there's no fans. So fuck all of you.
Mourinho will not change.
It's a standard. It's going to be a standard. He's not going to change it.
The
The main
same.
key players going to be Son, Kane, Højbjerg. Pretty much
I
Dyer.
guess Bergwijn will start on the right.
Yeah, maybe we can make an argument for Bergwijn, Mora.
I think we'll go for Bergwijn to pin Robertson back.
Actually, they might train Serge Aurier because he likes to
likes to
go up and all that.
Who will go in the middle? Ndombele.
Højbjerg,
and
Sissoko, Harry Winks, all
probably
this.
Sissoko lah. You want the workhorse lah.
Yeah.
So
the back is always the same,
It's a pretty standard lineup.
It's a standard lineup.
Right, so that's our thoughts
game
for the
preview,
big game.
yeah.
We'll come to the predictions right at the end. We're going to quickly run into the next game. The first one, in fact, is Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves coming off a defeat against Aston Villa, right?
Yes.
Aston Villa, yes, it was a last-minute penalty, I believe.
Yeah.
They won the game for them. Wolves, we don't have to talk really a lot about them because we know that they're a hot and cold team. They don't have their focal point at the moment, and we can see that's affecting them. I saw that game against Aston Villa. The quality of crosses in that game were fantastic.
They just don't have anyone
Neto
to
and everyone
bring the
was-
ball down and
Losing Jimenez.
They were delivering a lot in that game. Even the commentators were noticing the guy. What's the guy's name? The youngster they signed, the striker.
Fabio
Fabio
Silva.
Silva was trying his hardest, but you can see the quality is not there yet. He's a bit raw.
He's still young,
He's a very young player. So he was trying to go for the balls and everything. He's quite a tall guy. So
Right.
they were giving those type of passes to him, the crosses and everything, but he couldn't get an end of anything. So it's going to be a tough game. I think Wolves against Chelsea. If you look at Chelsea's side, they just came off a pretty big upset. I think they were on a run.
They also lost to a penalty.
I did brought up it's time for them to drop points last episode. Yeah.
They were on a run of good results before the Everton game.
No, but you see, the results are all against
They lost at home,
weak
is it?
teams.
No,
Weak
good
teams.
They lost at Goodison.
So,
Yeah.
is it safe to say they're coming out against a lineup of stronger teams in the next couple of weeks?
No, I say it again. Chelsea's not going to win the league this season.
No, they're
get
not.
Top four,
Yeah. top four.
The whole front line they have is like on paper it looks very good, but they have not gelled
They're
yet.
not clicking.
Yeah.
Werner especially. Werner is underperforming at the
I mean,
moment.
look at it.
But it's his first season.
They beat Brighton was 16. They lost to Liverpool. They drew with West Brom. Okay, they beat Palace. Palace are a bit more decent. They drew with Southampton. United. They beat Burnley. Burnley are what?
They're 17th or 18th.
Can we talk about the $18 million man, Havertz?
Havertz. I don't
Bro,
know.
I know Kumar likes to defend Havertz a lot, but I have a criticism of Havertz. In the games I've seen play. I've seen this season maybe about 6-7 Chelsea games, and out of all the games he's played, right, he looks extremely uninterested. Like, I know it's the Premier League, and players have to adapt to the Premier League when they come, and that's completely understandable. But from the people who come into the Premier League, I and don't really perform, I've seen more drive from them. Like, I see them putting in more effort, trying more things, even though things don't come off. They're
still trying,
stuff.
yeah.
But the thing is, from the body language I see from Havertz, the way he, because I've seen him play in Bayern Leverkusen and I've
Right.
seen what he can do, and he's I don't know whether he's giving that same effort he did at Bayer Leverkusen yet at Chelsea. Maybe there's something going on in the background that we don't know about.
Yeah, I think maybe something to do with man management stuff. But like I don't think Lampard is actually like giving him the right motivation.
No, not only that. You see, young player coming from the Bundesliga, which is a slower league. He's definitely going to need time. I don't think we should like slam him so fast.
Not so fast, but his like his body movement.
His demeanor, his body language isn't very good.
Homesick maybe.
Homesick, yeah.
Could be.
We never know, young boy.
Yeah.
You know, and then Lampard is a good manager, but he's not that experienced yet. Maybe he can deliver you results here and there, but this man management,
because we got see
getting players in.
We got see a bit in the League Cup. I think he scored a hat-trick.
But that's the only game he performed.
But there's the signs that
no, he's a fantastic player.
He's a fantastic.
But I think something is not.
And the front three are not fixed yet because they're all new, so he doesn't have
his place.
A guidance point to feed on. He's also adapting with the rest of them. If he played for Liverpool and he comes and plays behind the three of them, he will know exactly how to play. Because the three of them are already fixed in a way, you know. So Chelsea are finding their feet. You see, they're quite fucked. They got West Ham after this. They got Arsenal. They got Villa. They got City. They got Leicester.
Arsenal is an easy game. They don't bring Arsenal.
They will beat Arsenal. They will beat Arsenal based on sheer quality. Yeah, you know.
You know, and the thing is about their fronts, 5, 6, like those players that we know, they are all first teamers.
They're all first teamers.
None of them deserve to be on the bench. So Lampard needs to I don't know. Maybe it could have been a recruitment thing. You know, they just splashed the cash, bringing all these players.
Splashed the cash.
But they didn't really think about how they're going to incorporate, the players. And they already have quality in terms of Mount, their own homegrown talent.
Yeah, correct.
Demi, Giroud, all this.
Hudson-Odoi, Abraham, and all that.
See, Hudson-Odoi is now in the periphery already. He's barely playing if he plays at all. Like,
he's a
League Cup player.
But wasn't he once like a promising winger?
He was. He still is.
In the team, but then
But
he's not
you know,
getting chances because of
if
this
you
player.
are a young player at Chelsea and you look at your club bringing in like 3-4 players in your position, what's your mentality going to be?
They have Ziyech, they have Pulisic.
Exactly.
They have Werner who plays on the flank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Havertz can play out
Havertz.
in that area.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you get all these big money signings in front of your mentality will change, right? You'll be like, what the fuck? These guys are like trying to... I'm basically out of the team now.
And Lampard, I don't think he knows how to handle all these players at the same time. Like too much of
I mean,
quality for
they
him to
haven't
work
won
around
anyone
with.
in the top half.
I read a stat somewhere. They have not won any of the 13 teams.
Yeah, the highest team they beat is
That means-
Palace.
Yeah, probably.
So Liverpool they lose.
That means from the first
Spurs,
to
they draw.
10. Yeah.
United they draw.
They have
City they drew, right?
City
Oh, no,
they lost.
they
Haven't
haven't
played
Oh,
yet.
they
I
haven't.
don't believe they haven't played. Yeah.
Everton. 4 games I saw. So
Everton,
Liverpool, Spurs, United they draw. And they lost to Liverpool and then how they lost to Everton.
Southampton they drew, right?
They
3-0.
drew Southampton.
Yeah.
See, they haven't beat anyone.
Of note, lah.
Yeah. So their results, like past results, are just like false hope kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it's a false hope right now. I won't say it's a false dawn because the sun will shine for them again. I think they are doing the whole rebuilding thing well.
Yeah.
But it's false hope now. Top 4 at max.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Top 4 is
Top
a
four.
realistic
If he
target
gets
for-
a cup somewhere, FA Cup,
Also possible.
Possible, yeah.
But I think it's still relying on the new players. Look, Ziyech is out. What are they going to do now? They don't have any creative players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
have to go
we
back
would
to the
see them,
basics,
see how they play in
Yeah.
December then.
They will suffer in December. We'll see in January when their run is over.
Yeah,
Their run
there's
I
literally a game every
few days.
what,
Every few days,
and
yeah.
until
There's a December fixture for y'all.
okay. So so I think we'll come to predictions as well later. I think those are our thoughts for that game. Next game that we really want to talk about is Arsenal versus Southampton. You know, a couple of Arsenal fans actually told me I was a bit harsh on them.
But were you actually harsh?
The Premier League,
Or were you
I mean,
being more
but
factual?
in the podcast last a few days ago. But you know what? I'm surprised you are not more harsh on your own team, because if I was an Arsenal fan, right, I'd probably be suspended on all my social media accounts because of the shit I've seen every single week constantly. I feel angry for you guys. I'm a United fan. I feel angry for you guys because you know United is shit now. You know, let's
Yeah.
not get it twisted. But seriously, Arsenal. What the fuck is going on? Granit Xhaka, red card. Pepe a few weeks ago, red card. And okay, to be fair, Arsenal against Burnley, first 60 minutes they were great. There was just no luck there.
They couldn't finish their chances.
finish their chances. They had a lot
Like I
of
said, they had a
chances.
really good chance right there.
Very good chance.
Tap
Just
in.
straight, like just side foot tap in, you'll just roll in.
But the keeper
But
saved it.
keeper saved it.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of chances.
Yeah.
You know, they had a lot of chances. Burnley were very poor. like the first 60 minutes, 65 minutes. And then Xhaka, if you are a captain, but is he a captain of Arsenal?
He's not.
He was, right?
He was.
See, a former captain of Arsenal, you're dominating the game. You know the goal is coming. And then you go and do something stupid like that.
Yeah.
That's Ty from AFTV, he's this dumb fuck.
Yeah, he's a dumb fuck.
He literally said, "What about the other guy? What about the other guy?" Your guy literally choked the other guy. He was going to choke slam him. It was going to be behaving like WWE.
No, there's no defense to it.
Yeah, there's zero defense. I don't care if he put his hand here, touch him, kiss him a bit, and rub his neck.
As long as your hand goes to the face, it's a red card.
Marshall got sent off for lesser than that.
There was the chest, right? He hit the chest, right?
He's just like.
He flicked him, right?
Flicked him. And then the guy felt like, Lamela, fuck you.
But Lamela flipped him first also.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, but no one saw that.
So if Ty was a United fan, he would be going on about that. So, let's not even go
Let's not talk about Ty because he's delusional as
Anyway,
fuck.
coming back to this game, Arsenal are so fucking...
Okay, wait,
I
yeah.
feel like they're screwed at this point. Like,
Okay, I want to bring up something. Does Arteta remind you guys of David Moyes when he was at United? You get that one big result, right, and you think that everything's going to be great. I say this because you remember United won Arsenal, the Van Persie header,
yeah.
and then we thought, oh, maybe things are going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then we started losing
all
games.
the way, yeah. No, and the similarity between that side and this current Arsenal side is a bare number of crosses that they put in.
Yeah.
They are like you said just now for Liverpool, they were crossing the ball non-stop, but didn't have headers of the ball. Who in the Arsenal team? I know there are tall players in the Arsenal team, but who the fuck in the Arsenal team can in open play, not set pieces, who can make those runs and get those hits? Like not Aubameyang. Aubameyang is, I don't think he's much of a
player. He's not
a jump and hit.
Jump and hit player.
See, once you start dancing Old Trafford, you become shit afterwards.
But yeah, for that aerial threat, they have Gabriel, set piece. They were like I said, up to 65 minutes they were threatening.
But you can't depend on a centre back to get all your balls. He's meant to be at the back.
This is the worst Arsenal side I've ever seen.
Ever seen. And we've seen some bad Arsenal sides.
But this is the worst. I don't think they can get any worse right now.
There's zero creativity from midfield. Their midfielders are constantly getting sent off. Their so-called star players are putting goals in their own net. So like I said, it's an amazing stat. Aubameyang scored in the first game. He hasn't scored since. And yesterday he scored a own goal.
So everything that's going wrong for them is going wrong. And now
everything they
to
possibly
talk about the team they're playing, everything that's going right for them is going right.
Exactly. Southampton, fucking fabulous team right now. James Ward-Prowse, everyone's clicking. Danny Ings is back. Che Adams is
scoring again, yeah.
And they got a colossus at the back, Vestergaard. That guy would be a solid,
Vestergaard
not replacement, backup for Van Dijk. If you look at your centre back issues.
But you can't be buying centre backs from Southampton.
Why not, right? You've been buying
everyone from them.
Southampton is Liverpool's youth academy, basically. So, but Vestergaard, see, they have all the right players in the right places now, and they're all performing. And they're coming against one of the worst Arsenal sides I don't care whether it's at home or away. Arsenal are equally shit both.
With fans, so they couldn't perform.
Keyshenn, you said that it reminds you of
David Moyes.
Yeah. Both of them were in Everton or together, so maybe that's the reason why.
That's a same DNA, I guess.
Yeah, but no excuse for Arteta.
Arteta because he's coming into a ship that is already sinking. Moyes took the champions when he came
down. Even further.
Yeah. No, but okay. Even though you have a shit squad, right? You need to have at least a decent man management.
Yeah, no, there is no man management, there is no tactical awareness. Then the whole Ozil situation doesn't help Arteta.
You see, actually, I don't think Arsenal squad is actually that shit. No?
It's not that shit. It's not that shit.
They can play.
Yeah. They have quality on paper.
On paper.
I can say, on paper.
Yeah, on paper. They just can't seem to do shit.
You look at their names on their squad, right? Most of them are international players,
Yeah. And Arteta should just scrap that fucking 5 at the back formation. They should just go back to how they usually play with a 3 midfield. 3 forwards,
4-3-3 kind of 4-2-3-1.
Just go back to your. I mean, if everything is going like shit, just go back to the classic
way
of playing.
The thing that worked for you, right? Yeah.
He insists on playing Aubameyang on the wing.
On the wing, yeah. I mean, he wants to play as a forward. You can see his body language. Also.
Can I add vibes Arteta?
No, I'm sorry, that it means to.
No, I think Arteta will be the first one to go this season.
Probably.
But the only problem is.
It's
him, between him and Slaven Bilic.
Slaven Bilic, yes. But who is going to come and replace? Who is going to be even injured?
Exactly. Who's going to be interested in this?
Yeah.
Oh, it might be Sheffield. Chris Wilder as well.
Chris Wilder as well.
You'll come to that end of it. Okay, so we kind of like talk about this Arsenal and Southampton game already, which we kind of know like.
Southampton will win easily.
We'll come to the predictions then.
So
later, we'll come back to the predictions. Later, Arsenal fans, don't know. I mean, you guys you drew against Benfica in the Europa League as well. So
I don't know why you all need fans, lah.
God bless you all. Praise Jesus. You know.
If I'm not wrong, the next 3 games for y'all are looking really bad. Southampton, Everton, and Chelsea.
City or Everton and Chelsea.
And then the City in between, like the League Cup or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you take that away, if you get 0 points out of 9,
I think Arteta's gone. I think Arsenal fans will implode. You see hits
And
exploding.
Arsenal will be gone by the end of the season.
Robbie will be making millions.
Can you imagine if Arsenal get relegated? Can you imagine? I think.
It's possible. I mean, it happened on FIFA lah. So
Can you imagine? Can you just think about it?
I actually got
Okay.
I got
You
reminded
know,
of
yeah.
I got reminded of one
Arsenal fan, huh?
bastard friend I had who used to be an Arsenal fan. I just would want to go to over his house and look at his face and get relegated.
okay, but no, but if Arsenal were to get relegated, I feel it would be a blessing in disguise because that's when the owner starts shipping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But you know what? I don't think they will get relegated.
God bless Arsenal. Okay, next game.
Okay, let's see. We'll quickly go through Leicester Everton. We are at 30 minutes now.
Fast one.
Fast one for Leicester Everton. Just basic thoughts. Bara, any thoughts about this game? Leicester Everton?
Tight game, but I think Leicester just heavy. So Everton don't seem very good. They still beat Chelsea, but just by a penalty.
Yeah.
You know, they look.
Chelsea did dominate that game.
Yeah,
chances.
they're a bit on a slump. So I don't see them being able to.
Everton's a very hot and cold team. Against the bigger teams, they like to
Leicester
step
as
up.
well. Leicester as well. Hot and cold.
But Leicester look decent this season.
Yesterday
they
they
got
looked very
like 8
good.
wins.
No, but for Leicester, when they start winning, right, then they'll start losing as well.
See, Leicester don't have draws at all. No?
Yeah.
They have 0 draws. They lost 4 games. They won 8.
No,
So-
Leicester is about it. They either play well.
So
or
it's
they
every
don't
2
play
Most
games.
wins in the league.
So for every 3 games, they win 2, they lose 1.
But explosive game because both teams like to play. There will be a lot of
well.
action.
Yeah, Leicester is simple. If Bharatth performs,
Yeah,
they win.
they will.
Simple.
Yeah. Then I think we can move on
Sheffield
to
and
Sheffield
Man
United
United.
now.
I don't want to really talk too much about this game. Sheffield United, simple. I pretty much only got one thing to say. Like, if we can't get 3 points off a Sheffield team,
On
that
current
is-
form, on current form,
form, that is just absolutely dire. They're pretty much on the same level as, or maybe slightly less, like worse than Arsenal.
Sheffield.
If you
Sheffield
can't get
reminds
a
me
point
of
against that,
Derby
3
in
points against
07
that,
08.
if United can't get 3 points again, you can't motivate yourself to get 3 points against such a easy game.
Team.
I know no game is easy in the Premier
Yeah.
League, but on
Sheffield are
paper,
really crap,
yeah, they're very bad. They can't score the goal to save their fucking lives. If United can't win that, then God bless United.
That's what
That's all
nine losses in a row, right, for
Yeah,
yeah,
Sheffield.
they haven't won a game. They're the only team that haven't won a
1
game.
point only, I think.
Yeah, I
1
mean,
point,
if
yeah.
you, I'm not expecting much. I'm not expecting a 3-4-0 victory. Get
The
3
damn
points,
Yeah.
enough, simple. But if
Get
you,
a 1-0 win, so I don't.
yeah, I don't mind. 1-0 is still 3 points. But if you can't get that,
Sam will score and give Sheffield first.
no, this is what I fear. You know, when the teams look really bad, right? When it comes to when they play United, they step up.
Always lah.
They always step up. So
It's a
if
3-3 game, right?
if you-
At Premier League.
Yeah.
no, but at that point because
that point they were flying.
they were flying, yeah,
Correct.
and we made a mistake which we considered.
Yeah.
We were 2-0 down, and
We were
then
2-0 down, we came back
3-2, and then
3-2.
last minute.
Yeah, last minute.
I was watching that in San Francisco. Oh my god.
And yeah, I think that's about United lah. I mean, just get a victory.
Just get a victory. You know, it's on paper we should win, but you know nothing goes by paper with United anymore.
So it was
So
one of the best Manchester derbies I've ever watched because it put me to sleep.
That's effective.
But nowadays, many game got a lot of that. Chelsea.
yeah,
City,
Actually,
all
that United game against City, it reminded me of when we played Chelsea at the Bridge last season. You know, we weren't playing that well.
yeah.
We just got very clinical with Marshall and
Beat
Maguire. Yeah,
them on the break, and
Yeah.
we actually scored our chances.
I
Like,
still think
You know-
Ole has to go.
I mean, a lot of people still think Ole has to go because they
I-
feel like this squad is underperforming given the players in the squad.
I feel the players are underperforming. It's not always down to the manager alone.
Yeah, I mean, I won't blame him entirely, lah. But
Yeah.
you know,
If your players cannot
we'll see in
step up,
January lah. January is coming up.
you can't,
Transfer window.
you can't just throw 11 players out of the club, right? So
Yeah.
someone has to go.
Transfer window is coming up. You know, that's going to be big for United, but that's a totally different video. Actually, yeah, we're planning to do one video on the January transfer window. We'll discuss like the ins and outs, possible ins and outs for all the clubs in that video. So yeah, I think those were the more interesting games. You know, got West Ham, Crystal Palace also. That's going to be a battle of the overachievers this season. You
Yeah.
can say Crystal Palace, West Ham playing very well as well.
South
So-
and West London, I think.
Yeah.
South and East, sorry.
So it's that's a good game. So there's a couple of good games, but we covered the basic maybe more of the top 7 sides perhaps besides Arsenal. But yeah, predictions for now. We'll start off with Wolves against Chelsea. This is the first game, of course. Kumar, Do you want to kick things off with your Wolves Chelsea predictions?
Okay, I think too much for Wolves to handle. I think it's a 2-0 victory for Chelsea.
2-0 back to winning ways for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1-1. I think Chelsea they're still in their
Infancy.
something like that. Yeah, they after that loss, I don't think they will be able to bounce back that quickly. Yeah, very young squad.
I'm going 2-1 Chelsea. I feel like Wolves don't have enough firepower up front yet until Jimenez comes back.
1-1. I agree for
Yeah,
this.
1-1.
So 2 Chelsea wins, 2 draws.
So this game is actually tomorrow. Wednesday 2 a.m.
Which
The
is
first game, right?
Which is
First game. The first game.
tomorrow night. isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow night. It's the first game. It's going to kick off Gameweek 13.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
not
night.
tonight.
Yeah,
Liverpool is Wednesday night.
Wednesday
You
night.
know?
Thursday morning.
So Man City against West Brom. We didn't really cover this game, but I don't think there's much need to cover.
I think we all kind of agree that it's going to be like a walkover or like an easy win for them.
I don't think
Like
so.
another Burnley game.
I'm gonna go for 2-0 City.
To City. Alright. Bara. City West Brom.
City West Brom. What was West Brom's last result?
Yeah,
They lost to Newcastle 2-1.
2-0 City sounds about right.
2-0 City.
So there's another 2-0 City. Kumar.
3-0 City.
Right, goal fest.
City don't have to go so hard.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it might be a 1-1 draw.
2 draws for City.
Wow. Okay. Thank God for Sam Johnston then.
This game I want to see Arsenal versus Southampton predictions, Bharatth.
Think of your sister.
Actually, no sentimental value.
No,
Think about current form.
actually
My girlfriend also Arsenal fan, bro. But
2-0, 3-0.
Oh, Southampton.
Yeah, 2-0 Southampton.
Oh, playing at Emirates, by the way.
Fuck that.
So you want to record 2-0 or 3-0?
Southampton very good lah.
Aubameyang against Westergaard.
Westergaard will dominate.
No, 2-0.
They send him back to Gabon.
Spurs should win. Actually, Southampton should win, but Arsenal will put in maybe slightly a bit of a fight lah.
We'll see. I mean, they don't have Bellerin. They don't have Zaka. They don't. Pepe is back, right?
But they should become better.
Should be
Yeah.
back, yeah.
What difference does that make?
Another $18 million question, man. Anyway, Kumar, what's your prediction for Arsenal versus Southampton?
I think it's going to be 3-1 to Southampton.
Oh, shit,
I
that's
give
my
the
score
odd goal for Arsenal.
Gabriel Header or
Gabriel Header, yeah. Interesting. Casey,
3-1. 3-1
looks like you're getting with.
Southampton.
I got feeling it's going to be a Danny's masterclass.
I think Arsenal will stop their rot, but I don't think it's enough. I think it might be a 2-2 draw.
Sounds fair.
Okay, Leicester Everton. Keyshenn kick this.
Leicester City Everton. I'm going for a 2-2.
2-2. Right. I was also thinking along the same lines as that it's going to be a draw game. But I was thinking it might be a 1-1 game. Tied affair, but...
You know what? Let me change my score. 3-1 to Leicester.
3-1 to Leicester.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
1 goal by Kevin win. Just that 1 goal, as always.
Okay, Kumar, what's your prediction for Leicester against your Merseyside rival?
I think Everton to win 1-0.
Everton 1-0. So 2 wins in a row.
Yeah,
That's
probably
a
some confidence
that's
out
a
of the
good
Chelsea game actually.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay,
one.
that's the one. That's a good shot, by the way. Leeds and Newcastle. Interesting. Very hot and two hot and cold teams.
I think Leeds can get a win. They haven't won.
They lost to West Ham, right?
They shouldn't have.
They shouldn't have.
They played damn well. Like, really, they played.
3-0 Leeds.
I'm
Sorry, 2-0 Leeds.
assuming one for Bamford, one for Rafinha.
Yes, sir. And then the goal for Bamford is assisted by Rafinha. So
Okay, come on, what do you feel about Leeds and Newcastle?
I'm going for a 4-1 win for Leeds.
4-1 win for Leeds.
Yeah,
Big,
one goal for Callum Wilson over there.
a big
Not
scoreline.
that I have him in FPL or what, but I'm
Yeah,
just
but it's
saying
a
that
big-
he's on
it's a
form.
big
are you gonna
scoreline.
bring him in FPL?
No. I just feel that Leeds probably will just run over Newcastle.
Maybe. Bara?
1-1.
Yeah, that's good.
So draw again.
Most probable results then.
Yeah, I'm thinking whenever Leeds are expected to win a game, they don't show up.
Yeah, they don't show
So either a draw or loss. And I think for here, I'll go for 2-1 Newcastle win.
2-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, Steve Bruce is on form at the moment. Okay, so boring fixture of the week. Fulham against Brighton.
Nil-nil.
So I think Kumar.
I'm going for 0-0.
Alright,
I'm going Fulham win 2-1.
coming back off their performance against Liverpool,
If they can,
they're playing at the Cottage again.
if they can repeat that performance that they made this week,
They should be able to though,
they're
because
fresh off it. It's
yeah,
2 days ago.
2 days ago, and they're playing Brighton, a team that's not far away from them.
Yeah, but Brighton's decent side.
And
Yeah.
but they lost 3-0 to Leicester. They were outplayed in the first half. They were torn apart.
We see how it goes.
Anyway, I'm back at a couple of chances.
Oh yeah, but
So,
couldn't finish. I would assume Fulham might win this. I would say 2-0.
1-1.
Ooh, a draw. Decent. That's a decent shot actually. Two teams cancelling out each other.
West Ham Crystal Palace first.
Yeah. So two London teams.
Kumar?
I think West Ham are going to continue their great form. I'm going for 3.
Yeah, they're currently at 6,
3-1
and
West Ham win.
20 points.
3-1 West Ham.
3-1 to West Ham.
I think Jared Bowen is going to score.
So
Why?
FPL.
That's my son.
Oh, someone has Suchek and has been scoring 2 games in a row now.
They have form players again.
So we shall go to that person. Bharatth, what do you think?
I got feeling Antonio might start this game.
Oh, alright.
2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. Yeah, they're playing at the London Stadium for this. Fans are back. Casey, what do you feel about the West Ham game?
Crystal Palace 2-1.
So it's a West Ham loss.
Change 3-1.
Ooh.
They haven't lost at home, right? West Ham.
What was Palace last result?
Spurs 1-1.
Spurs
Oh yeah, 1-1.
They could have scored a lot more, by the way.
Tough. Yeah, I would think Palace might win this 1-0. So Villa against Burnley. Two teams playing in what? Claret colours. Fucking ugly colour.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I think Villa should be coming back off that 1-0 victory. Confidence. They have enough confidence to beat the Burnley. I mean, yeah, Burnley won Arsenal, but any team can beat Arsenal on current form actually. I think Villa might win this 3-0.
3-0. I'm going 2-0.
Same.
Watkins and Grealish better do something.
2-0.
2-0 for Bharatth and Kumar.
5-0 Villa.
Yeah.
70.
You never go some crazy score yet.
Yeah, we haven't yet.
But this week also, like the Gameweek 12 didn't have any crazy
yeah.
I think
results.
it's 2-1 Aston Villa.
So we all predicting
Or
a
Aston Villa win, so I
yeah.
expect Burnley to win. Sheffield United versus Manchester United. I'm
Oh,
going
cool.
for 1-0.
Oh, KC with 1-0. Yeah, so that's a very good shout actually.
1-0 United.
That's a very
Johnson.
that's a very predictable scoreline actually.
Casey say 1-0 Manu, which I also think will be most probably the
Very low scoreline,
low
is it?
scoreline,
1-0.
but I'm going to go 1-0 Sheffield.
United not scoring?
Just,
Oh, 1-0 Sheffield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
The shock of the week.
Shock of the week. Kumar?
3-0 Manchester United. Win.
I'm gonna one-up you.
Fernandes?
I'm gonna one-up you and say
A lot of fuckers are going to captain Fernandes.
5-0 United.
Oh my god.
We don't have any.
Every time he 4-0, 5-0, the game
The game
0-0.
was 0-0. So you jinx already. 0-0,
I
confirm.
think 3-0 is
No.
is
I mean,
possible.
honestly, I also think
Could
Manu
happen.
should.
I think we should be able to win this game.
Yeah, but
No, we will concede.
We lost to Leipzig.
I believe
We
will
drew to
concede.
City. It's time we actually wake up.
yeah.
If you can't wake up,
the 1-0, just
stop the
because
fucking season.
Premier League,
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sheffield has been losing 9 games in a row already.
Yeah, you never know when their
Yeah,
big break is.
right.
One long ball header.
Midweek, I think a lot of teams will rotate their squad. So the chances of
I'm actually hoping Pellistri starts though. He has been on form
You
for
keep
us.
dreaming, bro. He will never start. This season he's going to be under 20. He's performing very well there, so they're going to
Yeah.
keep him there. I swear to God. He won't
Okay,
start.
so we'll leave the Liverpool fans.
Hill.
We will leave the Liverpool fans for last for this prediction.
Is it the last game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Liverpool Spurs. Keyshenn, you can kick things off.
I think both managers would think a point would be a very good result. Although both teams can go for a win, I think both will just not really sit back, but they'll be a bit more pragmatic with their approaches. They're careful. They try to cancel each other out. It might be a 1-1 game.
I'll go with Spurs 2-1.
Ooh, Spurs
Another
going above.
loss at Anfield in many years.
Okay, that's the thing about Liverpool. I don't think they'll lose at
It
Anfield.
has to come one day.
Casey said that Wolves will win.
No, I
at
said
Anfield.
Wolves will
I
win.
said draw.
I said Wolves will win
I said
because
draw.
Liverpool had their what's that? They kept losing players right because of injury and all that.
Injury lah.
But after the game, I was like, you know what? Liverpool will keep winning at Anfield no matter what. You can have like a second team playing for them, right? They'll still win.
Yeah, probably.
It's like the Anfield aura for them,
Likely.
No, this is the biggest game of the season for Liverpool.
and they have to step up.
At the moment, yes.
They will have to step up
Yeah, so I think 2-1 Spurs. I'm just going on a limb.
because someone says Spurs are going to win the league. I have to add
I
that
did
in.
say Spurs are going to win the league.
Okay, Bara.
What do you say?
I won't say that.
He has no COVID, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
We won't lose, but because of the situation on the squad now, it's a long race. 1-1. We will take the point. We will somehow manage to get them back later.
At London. What's the stadium name? White.
No, they
Tottenham
Tottenham
Hotspur
Hotspur team. Ugly name.
What
They should stick to
over
White Hart
the
Lane.
season, over
Yeah.
the season, I know we can
Yeah.
them, but there's no reason to push this time when the squad is so thin.
Yeah.
Okay, Kumar,
Kumar.
to run up.
Liverpool Xiao.
Run up
What,
our game
what
week
does the
13.
Merseyside spirit tell you?
Liverpool to win 3-2.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
that'd be
actually
a
very.
nice game.
That would be very. That's actually a very good shot.
Yeah.
It might happen because I think it has happened a few times already.
No,
No, and I think that
usually
we will
happens.
take the lead. I think Klopp will definitely make sure that they will be up for this game, and I think
Scored,
Spurs.
3 goal, 1 goal or so.
No, I really think. I really think.
Because
It's
you
possible.
never watched the Fulham match.
But we have watched how they play at Anfield, right? You know.
True.
Yeah, Anfield's like a different beast at
And see,
Anfield.
we
No, I
draw
can, I,
away.
can see, I can see Liverpool, every single player running.
At Anfield, yeah.
Every single Spurs player.
It's the
Whenever
lights,
they got
Because it's a big
yeah.
game.
It's the lights.
Maybe if the
And
Fulham
the
game
fans
was
back.
too small for them.
Yeah, we have the
Maybe,
fans
yeah.
back.
Maybe the Fulham game was too small for them. Like they couldn't get motivated enough for Fulham side
Yeah,
that's not
so-
doing very well. So they might turn up. They will probably turn up
Mentality
against.
Giants lah, so I feel that it's possible. 3-2.
Yeah, it could happen that
The
way.
2 is because of our defense, we are conceding, not keeping enough clean
Son
sheets,
and
so,
Kane.
Yeah,
I'm
so
hoping
I give
Son
a,
score
I give
both.
a goal to both of them lah.
I just feel like Mourinho is going to do some.
He's gonna do what
I
what
just
he
feel
did.
like he has
uh,
something prepared this season.
what
I
he
just don't know.
what
I
he
just got
did
a
with
feeling.
Chelsea against Liverpool. You know when they came
That-
to set up, then they won 2-0.
That game lah.
But Klopp
That game.
always has an edge over Mourinho lah. That's the thing lah.
Yeah.
We'll see lah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We're approaching 47 minutes, almost 50 in this podcast. I mean, it went on a bit longer, but I hope you guys enjoyed the banter. It was a bit more light-hearted, a bit more chill.
We
Talked a
let
bit-
off Arsenal fans quite a bit today.
Yeah,
But we will
actually,
be back
I
at the
can't wait for
weekend.
Actually, I can't wait for Arsenal fans to come back. It'll be interesting to have a conversation with them. Anyway, yeah, that was a preview for Game Week 13 of one of the first few midweek fixtures that we've had in a while. So I hope you enjoyed. Give us a like, subscribe. You know, we're working on some big things on the channel. You'll see some big changes coming up very, very soon.
Very soon.
So we're not gonna say what it is yet. You will find out when you do. So get your Premier League loving friends, family, and everyone to subscribe. Whoever has a YouTube channel, we're on Spotify as well. The link is in the descriptions as well. It's on the backdrop as well. So subscribe both places. Follow us on Twitter as well.
Oh, we're on Spotify as well. I mean, if you guys have not heard
Yeah,
of
I
it,
just-
we are on Spotify. Make listening easier for you guys. You don't go to YouTube anymore. I mean, do go on YouTube for us as well. We need the views.
Yeah. So thank you for listening. We'll catch you guys in the Game Week 14, which is coming up.
Christmas is coming, so there are a lot of games. So just make sure you keep listening to us because our podcasts are going to come in like thick and fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can I add? We also included Bara in as part of our team
Yeah.
also.
So Bara is like coming on to the.
So you're gonna hear lots of this seductive sound.
So Bara is going to be around more for the fixtures, and you'll see him a bit more active on our Twitter page as well. So yeah, so we'll like I said, we'll see you guys in Game Week 14, and hope you guys enjoyed. Cheers.
Bye.